Sagittarius.
Hello Sagittarius, this is your January astrological forecast for 2017. Happy New Year. So listen, where we have the sun is always where our main focus is at. And for you here this month, it's all going to be about your financial situation. So you have the sun, you've got Pluto, and you also have Mercury retrograde, mind you, at least to that of January 8th. So this month is all about you looking over your income, what is coming in, what is going out. Then Mercury being retrograde might have you look to the past, adjust, or at least revisit perhaps some older opportunities that might come back around that can enhance you for the future. So the slowdown, don't get too upset about it. It is giving you that extended time to look at what is at hand. It also gives you that extra time to look at perhaps more money opportunities coming in. But the month is starting out really sweet with Neptune and Mars conjunct. Now, when these two planets come together, think always about Neptune as your higher self, your spirituality, your vision, Mars, your action, ambition, your drive. When they are that close, sharing the same degree on the sky, it can't go by unnoticeably. This is acting up in your fourth house for home, family environment, your foundation, real estate, your parents too. And it's your hopes and dreams now that are going to be empowered with new direction. So the fourth house, if that is also the foundation of your life, you might just feel all fired up about a vision of how to secure this foundation in a different way or maybe a new way. And that has to do with Mars's ambition right now. It comes around once every 2 years. So you're embarking upon a 2-year new journey that is going to change and maybe hopefully transform this area for you. Then we also have Venus here. Now in December, she was moving through your third house for communication. You might have had more interaction with siblings at that time, but also maybe a lot of short distance travel, or seeing how either this worked for you or held you back. It's all about movement, that third house. Now, it will already on January 4th move into the sign of Pisces, which then will meet up with and join the party along with Mars and Neptune already there. So there's more love coming into your foundation of your everyday life. You may also be looking at real estate, some of you. And in that case, you're looking for beauty. You're looking for harmony. Venus is very romantic, but it's also very practical when it comes to money matters. But with Mars and Neptune there, you might just find new ways to decorate and embellish your home, for example. Always think about Pisces being spiritual. There could be spiritual concepts coming in that will feel like it could just alleviate the energy in your being. Mars will also change signs this month, but not before the end. On the 29th, it is moving out of your home environment, moving into the area of creativity, self-expression, children, leisure, doing the things that you love to do. There could be a new romance for those of you who are single, so keep your eyes peeled for it. More on that when we speak about your February scopes, which I'm already looking into, and they're looking pretty good, Sagittarius. Yeah, so let's start on top of the month. We mentioned Mars and Neptune conjunct in the area of your home. The only thing we want to be a little aware of with Neptune, on the higher level, it's always spiritual, it's visual, it's channeling, it's all of those beautiful otherworldly senses that are being activated. On a lower level, of course, all depending on what you have in your personal chart will determine whether for you it's going to be fantastic, or if not, be careful with water. Neptune rules water, oceans, rivers, flooding, rain, that kind of thing. And since it's a conjunction, Mars being here, we don't want any pipelines to freeze and then flood your home either. So that's something to be aware of. Now on the 3rd, we have great news for you. That is Mercury and Venus. They are coming together. So that could be news about money. It could also be a romantic message or news coming in. Either way, it's going to make you feel somewhat elevated there. Then on the 7th, it is the annual meeting of the Sun and Pluto in your 2nd house, and that has to do with money, either money coming in, going out. Pluto is that point of transformation. There could be now a power-up that you can come to feel that you're sending yourself off onto a new path after the 7th. On the 11th, Mars and Pluto, they get together. Now, this is a force to be reckoned with. As we know, Mars is where you're heading. It's your goal, it's your ambition. Pluto, not just being dynamite like Mars, but nuclear. Put the two of those together, it's going to propel you off into something that you're going to feel is going to take on, I'd like to say, like a new beginning. You can move mountains here on the 11th. Any negotiations that you may have of creative nature, since it's the 5th house and the 2nd house for money, you could negotiate perhaps a new job, new performance, new beginnings for work. If you're starting off on a project or a new business, you could do really well because the signature of this energy will remain with you on that 2-year annual journey around the chart for you. So I'm feeling that you can come to really get that point of transformation. On the 12th, we have Venus and Neptune conjunct. Now, Mars was there with Neptune earlier, and so now you're seeing that this is the day to really mark on your calendar for a very romantic date. It's taking place in your 4th house. So for you here, Sagittarius, this could be a candlelight dinner with nice music. It's really a time to bond with not just yourself, but your partner or family members that you're also very, very close to. I feel this is a gift. It's like a kiss from the heavens coming in. For those of you getting married, well, this is one of those fairy tale marriages. They come around, they only meet up once a year, one day, once a year. And so this is definitely something that you could be looking forward to. And if you're single, by all means, Sagittarius, don't sit at home. Because we're all going to be under the influence, right? No matter where we are. So we're sending out all that energy, meaning also that we're attracting all that energy. Beautiful date on the 12th. But then we have 2 stop signs coming up this month. First, we'll have Mars squaring off on Saturn, then we'll have Venus squaring off on Saturn. Mars is always wanting to move forward super fast when it's in direct motion, which he is at the time. So on the 19th, when Saturn comes up with that stop sign, it's halting that direction. And that can feel very frustrating because we just want to get on with it, right? So I'm sensing there is a decision to be made. And don't be too quick, all right? Because whenever in doubt, it just means that you don't have all the information at hand yet. But you're only having to wait because already the next day, Venus is coming in with a sextile to Pluto. So if you were in doubt on the 19th, on the 20th, you will feel that you have the answer, the solution or resolution. You're going to feel all at one with conviction. Great day on the 20th. It's a day of passion. It's a day of love. It's a day of money, big money too. However, that's going to come to you, and from where, that I can't tell because I don't have your personal chart. But it is a great day, January 20th. More news, interaction. It's also time to dream and think in terms of what is it you want, Sagittarius, right? Neptune is here. Neptune always likes to have something to dream about. Without our dreams, without having anything on the horizon, where are we heading? Where are we navigating? That's when we can feel depression because suddenly we can't see anything, right? But when Neptune is there and really creating that vision, well, then we're feeling good. Now, here on the 23rd, you might have some very inspirational thoughts about those long-term goals. It could be news or messages coming to you that will add to this goal. Beautiful day. Also a day to express your feelings and your emotions. That second stop sign of the month, where I mentioned Venus and Mars are squaring, that's on the 27th. Now, first it was all about your direction and action. Where do I go now? Do I hang left or right? That was Mars. But now Venus is there too, and saying, well, what do I want? What do I desire? You know, Venus is money and it's romance, and Saturn is just, you know, your security check station, asking you, do you really want this? Are you sure this is what you want? It's going to slow you down just enough for 2 days before you really feel empowered with the answer and the direction that you're wanting to take. So we're not talking about a long-term slowdown, just enough. And Saturn can always be frustrating when it does that, but he is always looking out for your higher good and the good of everybody involved, right? So when you keep that in mind, you won't allow yourself to feel the frustration. You're more like, thank you, right? So on the 29th, we have 2 things taking place. We have a powerful contract. For those of you needing to sign to any contract, Mercury and Pluto, it's in your financial area, so maybe you're going to make a commitment of sorts financially. It could also be a passionate decision, commitment to be made. Whatever it is for each of you individually, it can show up in your moon or rising chart if you listen to that as well, because then these aspects will show up elsewhere. But the whole point here is for you to really find that sense of self-empowerment. Also on the 29th, we have Mars moving out of Pisces, which now has been touring the area of your home and family, real estate, and so forth, now into that fun part of your chart, which is the 5th house of creativity and self-expression, children, and so forth. I feel now that you're just about to embark upon a journey, which February will be sharing more insights about, where Mars, which is ruled by Aries in the sign of Aries, in the 5th house of Leo, which is also a fire sign, well, February, you have a green light to go chase those horizons. And so more about that next month when we catch up again.